Hi, I'm Catherine Goshen, a professional astrologer from the village of Nyack in New York State, and I'm passionate about in-depth astrology and getting to the heart of the matter. In this video, I'm going to talk about Libra, suns and rising for 2022. So welcome, Libra. Thank you for all your support of my channel in 2021. Libra has been incredible. And I'm looking forward to making this 2022 video for you, where we explore a little bit what your planetary ruler Venus is up to and how you can make the best of the energies that are available. As always, I advise you listen to your rising sign first, because this is usually the most accurate for timing. Second, your sun. And also that you always take a day or two on either side of any date that I may give, because it depends on what time zone in the world that you're in. So let's get started, Libra. So early to middle Libras, you've had a lot of energy from Saturn in 2021, and this will continue in a positive way in 2022, where you will be able to fulfill your goals if you put the effort in. And for later Libras, in particular, those of you born between October 17 and October 21st, this year is going to see an incredible amount of energy coming from Pluto. So for 2021, it was those of you who were born a little bit earlier than this, maybe October 13 to 16. And now the Libra babies and those of you with a Libra ascendant between the degrees of 23 Libra to 28 Libra, you are going to be receiving energy from Pluto this year. Now, what does that mean? It means that there is an opportunity to empower yourselves, an opportunity to step up on how you emotionally project to the world. And as always, astrology is providing energy, and we get to decide how we use that. The negative side of too much emotional power can be that we overreact and we overdo this kind of getting involved in our own emotional story. The positive side is that we empower ourselves and are able to speak our truth out to the world without getting caught in that emotional attachment. And this is so important for you, both Libra and Libra rising. There is a tendency to please. There is a tendency, which is so admired by others, to weigh the information that you're receiving and to then put out a fair and considered opinion. And 2020 and 2021 have been very challenging for you in particular, because you see what's going on in the outside world and you weigh things up in a very considered fashion, and quite frankly, you don't like what you see. So the challenge is how to live your own life now as 2022 gets underway, with integrity and without letting all that stuff that's coming in from the outside world, which you are absorbing through the mind. You're an air sign. It's coming in through the mind. Air is the mental body in astrology. And how to move forward into 2022 with a little bit less attachment to all this stuff that is going on in the outside world. You need to calmly get on with your own life. And the focus for this year is on the home, the family, your roots, and Also, it can be a deep time to explore the unconscious mind and to see where are any compulsions that you might feel in your life. Where are they coming from? And is there an opportunity to take this energy that's coming in from the planets and activating that area of your very roots, your foundation? If you feel you have no issues whatsoever, and bless you, you're very lucky if you feel that way, then this is going to be an opportunity to possibly literally restructure your home. Do some renovations in 2022. Maybe you'll be putting the house on the market and selling it. You might consider moving to a new town, to a new beginning, and ending a cycle. So there are a lot of possibilities when this area of the chart is activated. So let's take a look at what the year holds for you month by month. And it looks as if January gets off to a pretty slow start for you, Libra. And not to worry about this. It's a great time to take a holiday if you're able to. All the way from early November in 2021 until 3 or 4 months into 2022, you're going to have your ruling planet in the sign of the home. But in that early part of January, as the year gets underway, January the 1st, 2022, your ruling planet is going to be retrograde. And this means you get that opportunity to step back a little bit, to relax, and not to have your foot on the gas. So if you're planning a vacation, this is a good time. The whole of January looks quiet. You also have a lot of activity in the house of siblings. So you might wish to get together with family and to really take it slowly at this time. No big decisions. If you're going back to work in the first week of January, take it slow and don't try to implement any major changes at this time. Then on January 29th, 2022, you're going to really feel a shift. So make a note of it. That week, that day, Venus is going to station direct. So your ruling planet is now in a more effective position to achieve what she wants to achieve. February will be a great time to move ahead with new beginnings and to also have that sector of your home energized. So February will be a great time to move ahead. You're also going to have action planet Mars moving into that area of your chart that represents the home and new beginnings. So make February an energetic start. And take a special note of February the 16th, a day or two on either side. That's a lovely day for small successes, also for good for artistic expression. And it will be interesting to see if something comes up at that time. Early March, around the 3rd, but once again, it could be a little earlier than that. That whole week is very powerful. And this is when that theme of emotional empowerment is really going to kick in for you, Libra. So if anything did begin for you in the first week of November 2021, take note and see if there's some kind of resonance of what comes up in early March 22. A great time to now push forward, to step out there if you're in some kind of public career or public office. And if you are simply working from home or you're not very much a public person, this early March would be a really good time to cement projects and make a decision of how you'd like to move forward with the rest of the year. because January the 1st is not really the time for you to set your resolutions. So early March is when the year is going to start picking up speed for you, and you want to be ready for that. And another reason that that week is so potent is that on March 6th, Venus, your ruler, will finally leave the sign of Capricorn, where she's been for 4 months, and she'll move together with Mars into Aquarius. And this will now mean that the energy of your 5th solar house will be activated. That is creativity, possibly children, if you have any. If you don't, it can be anything that we do to relax, pleasure, love affairs. So there is an opening in March that comes after a more serious and slow start to the year. Something to look forward to. April looks like a wonderful month to take care of any niggling health concerns. Libra, sometimes you do suffer from circulation issues, which is linked to your air sign, and also lower back problems or kidneys. So if anything is uncomfortable, it doesn't feel right, now is your time to begin that exercise program or to go and see a healthcare practitioner to tweak your health for a good 2022. Always, I like to suggest that Libras sleep with the windows open for as long as they can, even in the winter. This is really good for you because you need that fresh air and circulation, super important for your health. April 16th is also your full moon, so make a note of that, and something could come to fruition for you at that time. Then from the end of May until early July, we see an enormous amount of activation energy available to the house of relationships. Now, many of you have written to me and posted on YouTube. You say, I'm not in a relationship. Please say something for people who are just not in a relationship. So, firstly, if you're not in a relationship, May and June and the first few days of July, this is a great time to potentially meet someone. So put yourself out there. Secondly, if you aren't in a relationship and you don't want to be in a relationship, this period can be a very good time to extend yourself publicly in some way. So maybe you would make an extra effort to socialize, to go out there, to contact people. Because when we have so much energy in this area of our chart, it means that there are opportunities available that we need to put ourselves out there in order to make them happen, to connect with friends, to connect with people, to connect with business partners. It can be very much a time of actively engaging in new business or connecting with someone who's going to help you in your business. So make the most of it and use that time. It's not the time to stay home behind closed doors. It's a time to extend yourself, and that might feel uncomfortable for some of you, but put yourself out there and there's bound to be some energetic feedback from the universe. The days around June 6 look particularly interesting for meeting someone, possibly as a surprise meeting or some surprise financial news. So make a note and please let me know if something comes up. From the second week in July until about the second or third week in August, looks like a good time to come back to yourself and take some time for yourself. This could be in the form of therapy. It could be talking to a good friend about things that you need to still process, that you thought you dealt with, things that had happened in 2021, but suddenly they're coming up for you. So use that month to relax, to talk to people about deep things. And also there may be some financial adjustments in terms of money that you share with a partner, or business partnerships may come under scrutiny at this time. So it would be a good time to reevaluate those, to get the books in order, and not a potentially good time to forge ahead with new ventures. Then before I speak about late August, September, and October, and on in through the rest of the year, to mention that there is a grouping of energy that's going to take place from late August all the way until January of 2023. And this energy is going to be focused, Libra, in your solar house, which has to do with study, philosophy, spirituality and religion, overseas travel, and how you work with this in an extended period is going to be very interesting. Right now, you might say, well, I'm just working a 9-to-5 job. There's no way I can study. I'm not even interested in studying, and there's no way I can travel overseas. So there's always something in the astrology which will eventually ring true for you. Perhaps you're just going to simply pick up a book on astrology and learn more about it yourself. Who knows? But be aware that the energies will be available in the second part of 2022, from late August all the way through to the end of the year, for you to expand your consciousness, expand your borders, expand your horizons. Maybe it's armchair travel and you're not actually getting on a plane. Who knows? But if you wish to grow beyond your own confining borders, this will be your time. Mid to late August looks really good for friends, friendship, a lot of support in that area. Perhaps you will be going to visit a friend at this time, or simply receiving some camaraderie and support from dear friends or from groups that you trust. Then as September gets underway, it looks like there's a real change of pace. After an outward period, this is a time now in September to withdraw a little, and it looks as though you're very happy with your own company and with being alone. If you are in a relationship, this is a wonderful time to pull back a little and just say to your partner, I need more alone time, or I'm going on a sabbatical by myself, or I'm just getting into the car for the weekend and driving on my own. So take the time that you need in September to realign with your purpose and to be comfortable with the fact that you're enjoying being alone and you don't need to engage in so much dialogue anymore. It's your new moon on September 25th, and this is the time to set your intentions, not only for the month ahead, but it's your birthday. So it's your birthday month. So set your intentions for your whole solar year ahead. And this is the time when it is most auspicious to ground those intentions into a deep wish, possibly a ceremony, possibly just a quiet time where you can really put your intentions truly to yourself and see if they will be the seeds that can grow into something beautiful in the coming year. Then your most productive time of the year, Libra, is going to be from late September into the third week of October, around the 22nd. Your ruling planet will be in the sign where she is at home. So Venus in Libra, very comfortable, very strong. able to fulfill what she needs to do. So make this your go-ahead time. Lots of projects on the go, implementing, grounding, getting ahead with things that you need to do. Then late October to early December, I would strongly suggest this is not a time for a makeover or to redecorate the home or to spend a lot of money on luxuries. Most likely you're going to feel like doing this at that time. But the suggestion is that if you spend money now on luxuries and especially on decor or clothes, new look, you're going to regret it later. So rather wait until mid-December, do your Christmas shopping at the last minute, anytime from December 13th or 14th onwards. Do your hair, do all those things that you like to do for the holidays, whichever holidays you celebrate. Keep it till late December because November looks like a time that would be better spent on putting your nose to the grindstone and getting some work done and avoiding conflict, avoiding getting embroiled in things. If you're on a spiritual search, you can go very deep at this time, and that would be a wonderful way to use the energies. And then we're at mid-December, and your ruling planet ends the year in exactly the same sign and house that she started the year in, that house of the home, that house of new beginnings, roots, and looking deeply at the unconscious. So there will definitely be a sense of reflection on your year as 2023 comes to a close. And once again, I invite you to share with me if you do have any revelations of how the astrology has manifested in your personal life. So if you found this video at all helpful, please like and subscribe. It inspires me to continue to make these videos for you. And if any of you are serious about studying astrology, I offer a year-long course which can extend into 2 or 3 years, beginning in September of every year. I will place the link in the description below. Libra Suns, Libra Risings, thank you for letting me share this time with you, and I wish you all the best in 2023. Until next time.